energy in radio, so I should just give you the mic and let you run away with it. So here, let me give you a mic.
Well, good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? This is like a tiny spot that's happening in the nation right now, celebrating MLK. And I think it's such a pleasure for me to be here with you all right now in the middle of a day of great importance, even though what he's done surpasses 24 hours. And I'm very thankful to have lived in a span of time where I get to see the effects of what it is that he was able to accomplish. So great to see you all here today. I also want to say congratulations to Assemblyman Michael Blake. When you consider all of the places that he could have been, and he decided to come back home to his home turf, which is extremely important when giving back, and extremely important as it relates to young people, for you to see that you can get educated, you can change the world, and then you can come back and change your community, which is really, really important. Big up to Nene. Can we give her another round of applause? Yes. Two MC Lyte songs in there. Paper Thin and Our Criminal Understand You. Thank you so very much, sister. Just keep the dream alive. You know, you keep talking and people will never forget. So thank you very much for that love. As well as the content. You know, she talked about a number of things, which I think for young folks. How many young rappers we got in the house? Oh, y'all don't rap. Okay, well, I tell you what, the best thing if you ever decide you will rap, or you will use your voice into the word, is to just say what's real, and what's true for you, and what your story is. Because the guy that Nene was talking about definitely decided to take someone else's story and make it his own. And so you can't live life too happy, fake it. So just be yourselves always. You're uniquely different for a reason. And to all my legends, where my legends at? Yes, that's right. Here for the community. And this is a village right here. There's no theirs and ours. It's all togetherness. And I love it. So I'm just happy to be here with you all today. 103.9.
Wait, guys, we gotta go.
I told her already.
You know. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all love. You know, as long as we're getting the message out, that's all that matters. And women in this business, we gotta stick together. So I don't care what station you at. Just let them be heard. So we're gonna open it up for Q&A. We're gonna ask some questions, and if you guys have some questions, move on up, and we'll just get it going. You guys ready for the quick Q&A? All right. Well, I'm gonna pass it over to Robinson first, real quick. Surprise. Oh.
No, we have to wait for you. You want me to push it over?
Women in hip hop, just women in this era. What Martin Luther King Jr. means to you?
Martin Luther, that's heavily loaded. I'm sure I can't really answer it in a couple of minutes. But he does represent courage. You know, just when you're afraid of little things and you understand what it was that this man was against. And it took a certain amount of strength to face the heat that he was met on a daily basis to keep persevering, to keep moving for a nation of people at the time. And so I look to him for courage. Whenever it is and I'm feeling like, oh, can I get that done? Well, yes, because if he was able to get done what he accomplished, mine is just, my problems are null compared to what it was that they were facing during those days.
Thank you. Once again, guys, can we give it up for MC Lyte? And also, can you give it up for yourself? Because you could have been anywhere else but you're here. So make some noise for you. That's all you're going to give yourself. Make some noise for yourself. Lyte, fellow brother. out tonight, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to gear it towards the kids because this is a very historic day for Dr. King. In the light of Trayvon Martin, in the light of Eric Gardner, in the light of Michael Brown, now how do we move forward? And can you explain to the kids how important it is for them to know their history and moving forward because they are Generation Next right there?
Absolutely. It's so funny how when we were saying the pledge of allegiance and when they sang the song, I actually went to an African school as a child in Brooklyn called Lyte, which was a black school in Swahili. And we learned, lift every voice and sing. So we didn't even do the other one. I was like, oh my God. But when it's embedded, you know what they teach you at a young age. All of that to say, your quest for knowledge should never stop. Because people will teach you what they want you to know. You have to go after what it is that you want to know. And so in knowing your history, it may take, when I say that y'all have everything going for you, because we didn't have the internet. I mean, really, like anything I want to know, I just go type it. I ask myself first, I wonder what, I just looked that thing up. That didn't exist when we were kids. So for you to have that is actually a blessing. You can only hope that what you're looking up is accurate. However, it does put you in the ballpark of the information. So I would just say to keep searching for that education. And I know there was a part 2 to your question. What was that part? I got to it? Awesome.
All right. MC Lyte on the microphone. All right. So when Nene Ali grabbed the mic, you know, we didn't know her, but her words and how she said them affected us and had us listen to her. So I remember a young MC Lyte who I just knew from the hits she had. She had a mushroom. Y'all remember the mushroom? The mushroom had a little tight fade in the back of the mushroom. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That was it. So I had, you know, we no, let's go there about it. You know, I didn't know anything about you. And now I look at you and I see you and I hear you. This amazing woman who has matured and grown and shown us how to be a woman in entertainment. Yeah, give it up for him tonight. And so with that, you know, how are you able to do that? But I know the same rappers that I saw 20 years ago who they have not done that. I don't know who they are. I haven't seen any growth. I haven't seen, it's almost like the industry destroys them. How, as a woman, how did you do it? How did you arm yourself? How did you become the person that you always were, you just didn't know it? How did you become the person that you are right now? I have 3 daughters, so this is information I need. I'm taking notes.
3 daughters. Getting it all back, huh? Well, I tell you what, it's so many things. So to try to round it off in an answer here and now may be a little tough, but I can certainly say that I lean on the grace of God. And my mother is a prayer warrior. So even when I'm out and about, she's home on her knees, and that gets me through my day and through the years, because you can only take it one step at a time. And this business is pretty rough, so if you don't have a foundation that's rock steady, you can get moved around and shooken and shaken and, you know, let go, and then you can't stand up straight. So unfortunately, I've seen a lot of my peers in the music business sort of disappear in a fight for their life, let me just say that. And I am a big advocate for a drug-free life. And yeah, y'all can clap for that. And I think that drugs can wipe you out, literally. And when you decide to wake up and want to be good and be better and do well, is a little bit too late. I mean, you can always reform your life, you know, from drugs. However, so many years that get lost, you know. And some people who make it back still don't have all of their faculties. They can't think as quick, move as quick, and I want to be agile, so I have to be up and at it. And then also just surrounding myself with the right people, and knowing they can be the right people for a while, but then at some point, if you're ready to move and grow and expand, you've got to be able to let those people go. I actually have the president of my foundation, Lynn Richardson, here. Yeah. Lynn Richardson and Miss Felicia Butterfield hail from Russell Simmons camp. And so I got the opportunity to actually meet both of them. However, I got a call from Lynn Richardson that says you want to do a foundation. I said, a foundation? You mean like giving back? She was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, let's get started. And so with the organization we started, Hip Hop Sisters, we were able to give away 4 $100,000 scholarships to girls wanting to further their education. And now we have a new initiative called #EducateOurMen, where we are looking to provide education for men attending HBCUs. So we will give out scholarships on an as-needed basis. And then also we're about educating men about women and how to love us. And yeah, right? But we all need a good man. And there's so many in existence, but we never get to see them in the news or on media. They show us what deters other people from actually knowing and loving a black man. So we're on a mission. We're out here working, and you know, Michael Black, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. And he said, but I'm so excited for you, because to be able to touch the people and be the liaison between, you know, that information that only you will get, but you then have to disperse amongst the community. I give you all the accolades that can possibly be given, and I give you God's blessings to be able to do this job right by the people. God bless. God bless you.